Hi, this is Pat Byrne, President of the National Civic Council. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has announced the fast-tracking of around $72 billion in major infrastructure projects. But what he needs to announce is a plan for massively doubling the size of Australia's manufacturing sector by 2035. In a speech to the Committee for Economic Development of Australia, he said 15 priority infrastructure projects would include inland rail from Melbourne to Brisbane, the Marianas Interconnector electricity link between Tasmania and Victoria, the Olympic Dam mine extension in South Australia, dams and emergency town water projects in New South Wales, rail and iron ore projects in Western Australia, and electricity infrastructure. His speech comes prior to the handing down of a review of the Commonwealth Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act, which is expected to recommend cutting green tape to halve approval times to 21 months. This is the next step in the government's post-COVID-19 recovery plan. However, by far, Australia's greatest need is for the government to announce a national industry building program to more than double Australia's manufacturing sector by 2035. A clear target and timeframe tells industry that the government is serious. Nowhere in the world has manufacturing just happened by the working of market forces alone. It only happens when a government says the nation is going to build manufacturing industries with government help and significant direction. World Bank data shows that Australia's manufacturing sector stands at 5.8% of the economy, employing a record low 872,000 people. Well below Turkey and Greece. Manufacturing in the US is 13% of the economy, Japan 19%, Germany 23%. While the Prime Minister's infrastructure proposals will create 66,000 jobs, if Australia's manufacturing sector was doubled, this would see another 1 million people directly employed, with a further 750,000 to 1.2 million employed indirectly. The Industry Capability Network has recently estimated that 1 million in manufacturing output supports between $713,400 and $1.2 million in related economic activity. Conversely, when manufacturing industries are lost to Australia, many full-time, well-paid jobs are also lost. About 85% of manufacturing jobs are full-time and well-paid. The multiplier effect of manufacturing is stronger than other sectors of the economy because these industries act as anchors, stabilising whole supply chains. In the United States automotive industry, the final jobs multiplier for original equipment manufacturing is 10 to 1. Having set a target of doubling the manufacturing sector, then the government needs to bring defence and industry groups together to determine strategic priorities. That is, industries that reduce Australia's reliance on unreliable, strategically vulnerable global supply chains. Key industries need to audit their supply chains. There should be an assessment if Australia can produce substitute products. Strategic industries should include important defence products, pharmaceutical and other medical supplies, transportation and agricultural equipment sectors, machine tools, metals processing, advanced chemicals, essential consumer goods manufacturing, telecommunications and transport, agriculture and food processing industries, electricity and liquid fuels. The loss of the automotive industry was an industrial catastrophe for Australia. The industry is in a state of technical flux and new opportunities in design and production techniques which Australia could exploit. The government could buy the Holden brand to ensure that it doesn't disappear. It could be the node for the recovering of an important industry. In turn, industries need to advise the government on their need to firmly establish Australian-owned or majority-owned domestic operations. These needs may include specialist finance, low-cost electricity, restrictions on foreign takeovers, new trade policy to limit or restrict certain imports, transport, skilled workers, government procurement programs, and even assistance when there are major currency fluctuations. The states need to be involved to avoid downward competition for industries. In the next 6 months, many more businesses may fail, here and globally, and large job losses may occur across many sectors. There could be significantly higher unemployment and a lower property market. Further, supply chains may become even more problematic with COVID-19 induced industry shortages globally, while China is demonstrating a determination to punish Australia for political reasons, at the same time as the US is being strategically weakened. Australians are awakening from a long slumber and becoming deeply aware of the nation's economic and strategic vulnerability. Now is the time to announce nation-building plans for a wide range of major new industries. Thank you for listening.